Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites and hopefully add all kinds of awesome games to your backlog or your wish list or your now playing list or whatever the heck you're doing out there. I'll tell you what, we are going to do our damnedest to add to it every stinking time. How's that sound? And I'm going to tell you, for the most part, we do a fairly good job of that. So that's going to be our aim. And if you like rogues, I'm glad you're here with us because that is all we play every time. Speaking of, I am back with a game that is just telling my now playing list, hold on, get out of the way. I own the goat. He has no room for any of the rest of you. I own him now. This is a game called Halls of Torment, and the grip is quite strong. It is a wonderful fantasy bullet heaven. Boy, you know, as I think about all the bullet heavens that I have played over the last 12 months, let's call it, this one certainly ranks up there somewhere with the other giants. I think at some point I'm gonna have to put together a video of my favorite bullet heavens of 2023. I've played them all, but we're talking about a very difficult video for me to put together because I like them all. I like most of them. I like 90% of them. That'd be a hard video to put together for me. Anyway, Halls of Torment, it's a game. I gotta tell you, this is really a game. I am glad to be doing a run today with the Warlock, and we're gonna show the Warlock off today. We're hopefully gonna have a really decent run. Now, I have opened up a few new features in the game along the way, one of which allows me to start with some armor in advance. So I discovered the Well Keeper in this area. This is the second stage of the game. And freed the Well Keeper, and then you get to meet up with the Well Keeper in-game. That's this pale-looking thing. And you can give him pieces of armor. And when you do that, you can buy said pieces of armor back in the hub area. And then it's yours to keep, and you can start with it. And that's going to make you happy. So, we've done that, and one of those armor pieces allows us to level up much, much faster. We have a 50% buff to our experience point collection. And so we're going to get big and strong very quickly. This is going to be like if you took a whole Sam's Club or Costco, you know, one of those warehouse type stores. Costco is probably more known. You took that Costco size tube of your Flintstone vitamins, and you just dump that thing in your mouth and just crunched those things down, and you know, got those guns out and flexed like you were Popeye. That's basically what's going to happen here. We're going to get big and strong real fast, and that's going to be good because as we continue to get stronger, our spirits that are being generated by the Warlock are going to increase in number. They're going to increase in duration. And it is going to be a spirit party. That's what we're going to hope for. Anyway, that's the plan. High level. We'll try to grab a W along the way, too. The Warlock does this thing where you lose max health, but you gain some decent damage on the main weapon. The good news is I have buffed the health quite a bit from a meta progression standpoint, and so those hits to max health don't hurt as much anymore. So I think this is going to work out. All right, let's finish this guy off. Perfect. All right, I think we're going to go transfixion because it applies the fragile effect. And I quite like that. It's going to allow us to do more damage to enemies that have that status effect on them. Another buff to main weapon damage there. Okay. Let's go with the 10% effect on hit chance. I am still time traveling by this point, coming up on the tail end of the vacay with the family. I'll tell you all about that upon my return. In fact, this won't shock you. As you know, I like to talk about food and experiences. I am taking a notebook and a pen with. I am going to jot down things that happen along the way, things that get consumed along the way. You know what? There's going to be a lot of consumption. I can tell you that much. Lots and lots of consumption. There might be some fancy coffees. There might be some coffees returning to the homestead with me. I'm very excited about this. So I'm going to be jotting things down along the way, and that way, when we go back, plus 15% projectiles. We're going to have more spirits. That is wonderful. I'm going to jot these things down, and that way when I get back and start putting out some content again, I'm going to have a ton to tell you about. It's going to be fun. So we're all time travelers for a little bit longer. This was recorded a little bit in advance, and I know I went heavy on the Halls of Torment videos. Hopefully you've been enjoying those. When retrieved and bought, allows the cupbearer to increase the amount of available strong wine. Okay. So the cupbearer is an NPC that I just recently unlocked in one of the areas of the game that we'll be showing off in the future as well. And I believe what he does is create potions and drinks that you can savor. And then you're coming in with a little bit more capability. You know what? I could be totally wrong on that, but that's what it seemed like. So we're gonna go on that educated guess. He just opened up in one of my previous runs. Okay, here we go. On killing a boss or elite, activate health regen for 30 seconds, regenerating 1% health per second. Hunting gloves. Ooh. Wow. You know what? Might go with that. We're gonna go with the hunting gloves, I think. Let's change those out in a moment. Let's put these on, and we should get some additional projectiles happening. Okay. Let's buff lightning. And then what we're gonna do is angle towards the fingers. And then we will come down and nab that scroll and get an additional ability. Actually, we're gonna go this way first. And whichever one pops first. Actually, it looks like these are even closer maybe. Wow, here we go. Okay. Should level off of that at least a couple times. We're gonna do this bloodletting again. All right, well, now that we grab the fingers, let's go ahead and just go straight for the scroll at this point. I'm happy to see we're holding our own against the hellhounds. Usually that's a good test in this area. If you can't take these guys out, it's basically a race to build up your damage capabilities as soon as possible. All right, let's go ahead and go with another buff to the orbs. Yeah, we're melting them pretty well. Alrighty. Level 35, 21 minutes to go. We've got another elite here. We should be able to take this thing down. No problem. Let's go attack speed again. Oh, wonderful. I like when they drop the scrolls. I mean, I appreciate the armor as well, but that's not as important to me anymore with the fact that we can come in with the armor now. Adds shots in backwards direction. These projectiles can apply slow. I like that. Let's do that. It's going to be a real projectile party, this one. Now we'll go with the bonus damage to crits. Just melting right through them. Great to see. That's what we love about these bullet heavens, is that nice ramp. You just get to that point where you're feeling the power. It just feels so good every time. Spirits are doing their job. All right, plus 50% piercing, plus 20% duration. Wow. This looks good though too. 10% orbit speed, orbit distance, 15% damage. All right, let's go main weapon. Sometimes the options are really good. It's tough to choose. It really is. You know what? I'm going to put in one more towards pickup range. I want to keep leveling up at the rate that we are, and that's going to help with that, frankly. Perfect. Now we're going to get this. I think we are probably getting pretty close to the scroll. It's 20% summons. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, they're not kidding. You know, I'm shooting, I think, 2 or 3 at a time sometimes. With that shield pickup, we can just run right through towards the scroll. Not bad. Let's go with a buff to lightning. There we go. Okay, so we've got the golem option. I do like the golem. Arcane splinters or electrifying strike. Take a quick sip there. Let's go with the golem this time. It's pretty cool. He's got a golem punch and a golem roll. And it's adorable. All right, let's go with a buff to the rolling. If you've got a beverage, I hope it's something good, whether it's coffee, tea, or something else. I always appreciate that. No matter where you are in the world, we can all come together and enjoy a cup. Tonight I have a cup of, well, I call it cacao. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. It might be cacao. It might be cocoa. Basically, it is cocoa beans that are roasted, and it has some coffee qualities to it. No caffeine. But it's got a really nice taste, and you can find this stuff on Amazon. It's really good. But I happen to be drinking the darker roast, and I describe it to you as being of a dark chocolate quality. You open the bag, and it's got kind of this dark roast coffee smell to it, but then at the same time, a really nice, deep, dark chocolate aroma. And it shows up having, you know, similar taste to it. Really, really great stuff. I don't always like to have coffee too late in the evening, and you know, I'm finding myself here later at night. Everybody went to bed, and I said, you know, I'm just not ready yet. And you have nights like that where you lay there and you go, you know, I don't think I was ready yet, but here we are. Don't really want to get up. I kind of knew it was gonna be heading that way, so I just said, you know what? There's Halls of Torment. Could make some cacao, right? Get into a little bit of cacao and a little bit of Warlock action, and, you know, It's a party, right? That was my thinking. Folks, we have 15 and a half to go here. I think things are looking pretty nifty. All right, we've got one down here. We got to wait for that slime to go away. And I think we're going to go with the Phantom Needles that time. And maybe this time we want to buff one of our current capabilities. Let's see what's on offer. We're going to go Piercing. Ooh, adds chance to electrify when Golem hits enemies while rolling. Plus 200% roll duration. Wow. Let's do that. I have not seen that one yet. That's very interesting. The old electrical roll. I like it. So we've got the roll and Golem. We've got the Astronomer's Orbs, which we're going to buff right now. Not a bad deal. Alright, let's grab the fingers, see if we can grab some level ups here. I think we're gonna be. Let's do some additional cone size. That should affect a couple of the things we're doing out here. And I suppose we'll do the plus 0.4 additional strikes. Wow, lots of gems. Holy moly. Let's go with this. Some additional projectiles, maybe. Now, if you haven't seen the other characters that I've played as, and this is your first time watching, wow, minus 20%, but we're going to get additional projectiles. I think I'm here for it. Let's do it. Crack a few eggs, right? The characters do play differently in terms of their starting capabilities. For instance, the Exterminator, which is a plague doctor. It's one of my favorite classes. He's got a flamethrower. It's very cool. Yeah, these spirits are putting in the work. Outstanding. Let's see what this ring does. Plus 10 base attack damage. Well, you know what? We've already got those. Let's go with the ring. Plus 10 base attack damage. That sounds good. And damage and crit damage. Yeah, we'll do that. Putting in a lot of points to the lightning, come to think of it. Go grab the fingers in a moment. Just doing some cleanup. Alright, I think we're going to put in to some movement speed. I'm just thinking about some of the encounters that we may be coming up on very soon. Speed is, I think, always valuable. when going up against the elites and the bosses in Halls of Torment. All right, let's go attack speed. Our piercing capabilities are really coming into play right now. Yeah, let's go with the roll duration. The whole electrical capability thing. It seems like we should encourage that a little bit more. All right. Let's up our crit chance. Level 60, 11 minutes to go. We are rocking. All right. Now, I don't know if you get to a point in Halls of Torment where the game says, hey, you know what? We think you're strong enough. No more level ups for you. Now we're just going to offer you gold or health each time. You know, similar to what Vampire Survivors does at some point in your run. I don't know if this game does that. Hey, wow, popped more fingers. We'll take it. Let's go strength. I don't know about you, but I'm digging the background music for this level. Okay. I think we'll go with fingers. All the gems will be ours. Okay, false blessing, more points into the golem. Let's go with this one. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for another elite to show up. Always a good test of what you're made of when the elites pop in. Alright, we'll go speed. And this looks great. Okay. Let's go with area and additional projectiles. We'll do another buff to transfixion since we've got so much of it constantly firing out at a good clip. Might as well, right? Six minutes to go. The green ooze rocks. Ooh. Well, here's our elite. 20% crit damage bonus. Yeah, let's do that. Gotta be careful here. Don't want to lose too much health too quickly because then it can be really tough to come back. We've got the health regen, but it's not fast. Okay. Let's buff our golem again. I was hoping for a health potion or two. Oh boy. Oh, we're surrounded by green pus and yuck stuff. All right. So, good news. Meta progression. Opened up the revive system. We've got one. Let's do it. That would have been too soon. Alright, looks like we're going to be able to take this guy out, at least. And we'll see where things go from there. Looks like he dropped a scroll. Not a scroll. Armor. That's what I meant. We'll go with that. And let's see. Necromancer's Clutch. Every 15 seconds you summon a skeleton to fight for you. Oh, cool. Alright. Yeah, let's do that. One does not get the opportunity to go Necromancer mode and turn down the opportunity to go Necromancer mode. Okay. Is it too late in the game to put into some better regen? Perhaps. Perhaps it is. I'm just trying to focus on clearing the path that's ahead. Oh boy. Maybe lucking into a potion or two, that would be great also. Okay. Plus 50% crit damage. Wow. That's a pretty big leap. Ooh, nice. I guess we'll go movement speed on this one. Doing an okay job of staying out of trouble. We've got a handful of life that we've recollected. It's nice. Yeah, let's go with that. These explodey guys are creating a new hazard. Slow us down just a little bit. 1 minute to go. Let's go with the health this time. $30. Ooh, we got the shield one. Nice. Excellent timing on that. A little bit of a buff to your speed for a minute, too. Okay. Speaking of speed, let's put in over there again. Oh, jeez. All right. Literally walked right into that. So what this guy is going to attempt to do is fill the area up with these purple floating spheres of death, along with the purple lightsabers, of course. We're not happy about either of those things. But if I can manage to stay out of the way and dodge the projectiles, I think we might have a chance. I will say that I think our golem is going to get confused by the spheres of death. Poor golem. So we want to take him out before he can make it extremely difficult to get around in the area. Ooh, gosh. I think we ran right into him. It's gonna be close. It really is. There's quite a bit happening on the screen. Now maybe I could back up for a little bit. Get some health back. That might be the smart approach. Because the spirits we're channeling do last for a while. They've got good distance on them. So I think even if we're getting far away, they are doing their thing. Oh, jeez. All right. Not for our confused golem. I want to try to stay at least 100 health. Whoa. This kind of reminds me of the Phalanx boss in Demon Souls. You know, you're kind of following him around and waiting for that moment, finding that opening within his defenses. Get that stab in. Or you can go easy mode and just throw a Molotov. Good way to handle those little slug-looking bastards. You know the ones. Uh-oh. It's starting to get crowded. Well, at least it was in that section for a moment. Folks, I think we got a good chance at this. patience helped us out big time. There we go. How about that? You survived. Next main quest, Viaduct Dominator 3. Kill 10,000 enemies in the Viaduct. That's the next area. We'll show that off eventually. Let's go ahead and return, see how we did. Alright. I think next time we're going to show off the Shield Maiden. I just recently opened this one up, and we'll take the Maiden to the Viaduct, show off that area, see how we can do. I don't know what the primary attack is for this character yet, but my guess is some attack range would help things out, right? Good guess. Hey folks, thanks so much for the continued support. Hope everybody is enjoying the Halls of Torment video series. There's been a few over the last several days. I was hard addicted to the game for a minute. Still am, probably, chances are. But I appreciate you hanging out. Let's do this again sometime. We'll play a roguelike or a roguelite, because that's what we do out here on the Goat Force Gaming channel. And you know what? We'll give away a video game too, at least once a week. We want to get to 100 giveaways in 2023, and in order to do that, we got to give away video games. Because math, that's a thing. It's just a thing. All right. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. A final sip and cheers to you. Perfect. And we'll see you next time. You take care out there now.